We were this close, this close, this close. Guys, it's been what I'm we're this close to a 24-hour stream. I was about to rip these guys a new one. I was about to total these guys. Guys, there is so much to say. There is so much to say, and there is so much to unpack. But I will do my best to. What the heck is happening here? I will do my best to try and make this stuff true. You see, the thing that we have here is what the heck is happening? No, the thing that we have here is this. This is this was a huge dub by your boys. It was a huge, massive dub by PSG. Huge, massive dub by PSG. You have to credit them. You have to credit these but beyond that, guys, Gasperini. We have to give credit to Atalanta. You have to give credit to Atalanta because Atalanta played a superb, amazing game. There is nothing more that Atalanta could have done to have actually done any better. Nothing. There's nothing else that they should have done. There's nothing else that they could have done to have actually been even better. Nothing. They were amazing. They were absolutely flipping amazing. Actually, let's see what guys say. So let me just get this out here right now. Let me just get my thoughts out here right now. Atalanta were superb. Absolutely flipping amazingly superb. There is nothing they could have done to improve. There is nothing they could have done to be better. Nothing. They played a perfect game. And I believe all of the changes that Gasperini made were needed because I think it was saying, oh no, he should have brought off the faults or not brought on the faults. Forget that. This was a dump. There is nothing more that he could have done. Defense was beautiful. Attack was beautiful. He exploited them fully because because remember, you have to manage because he knows his players' fitness levels and their physicality. And remember, you can obviously make 5 subs. So in his mind, like, look, man, I can't keep these guys on for 90 minutes. I need to make refreshing changes. And it is just what it is. With what PSG, guys, Atalanta, they were this close. That was like in the 85th minute I think it was in the 87th minute. I think the goal by your boy was by Marquinhos was in the 87th minute. So look, guys, there's so much to unpack. There is so much to unpack. Guys, this was an amazing game. This was truly an amazing game because the crazy thing is that I thought that, okay, we will, attack the attack. Literally what we thought this game would be is what it was. That has to be, hands down, one of the best matches I've seen in the Champions League. Hands down. For entertainment, chances, frenetic. Basically, there was not a single boring moment in this game. Stands were happening, and I think the best thing that happened in this game was Atalanta scoring. By them scoring first, it opened things up. Neymar played. Even if he wasn't there from the beginning, Mbappe did some things. So all of you guys comparing Rashford and Mbappe, we need to have a bit of a word. So let me try and unpack this right. I felt that, you see, I use this analogy. PSG are like a bully. And how a bully lives is the dude never fights back. The dude, he never fights back. The bully just keeps on antagonizing, and he never gets hit back. But the difference here was the bully fought back. The bully fought back. The bully said, the bully said, "What's up?" And that is what's happened with them against Atalanta, because right now for PSG, oh wow, this ain't Marseille, this ain't Lyon, this ain't Evian FC. This is a team that actually knows how to play. But there are moments, because guys, I was bracing myself for a 24-hour stream. But not only that, I'll be real with you, I would have been extremely angry and very aggressive in the post-match stream. So thank the Lord, because before we learned everything, but as it was getting towards 90 minutes, I was about to say, wait a minute, whoa. Are these dudes really going to mess this up? Really? These dudes are really, for a third year running, they're really going to. So I was going to say, no. This is no longer a joking matter. So, but to the game, look, you look at that chance that Neymar had at the start. And see, when he missed that, I was like, oh, damn, you can't miss that. But that's so earlier in the game. Then when Atalanta scored, then PSG were like, whoa. And see, the key thing I said that if Atalanta go into halftime 1-0, I was like, it could be dangerous. And PSG knew that just on a psychological tip, they needed to score before halftime. So the fact that it was 1-0 at halftime, that is where stuff began to creep in. But guys, I'll be real with you, Neymar balled. I don't know the amount of times that this guy put the ball through a guy's legs. He's weaving and bobbing, twisting and turning. This guy was doing his thing. But what you can see, because I don't want to go too far ahead, you can see a little bit of the effects of the Uber Eats finishing early. Because the physicality and the physical condition of PSG wasn't really top peak, which is why Atalanta had that slight edge of, cool, you are far superior players to us, but we are better managed, better coached, and our physical condition and our match fitness is better than you. Like PSG, what all you have is that are those 2 French Cup finals, and that's it. But Neymar balled. Neymar was balling. Like the guy almost scored a crazy solo goal. He whipped 2, 3, 5 guys and almost hit into the bottom left corner. He was balling through. Icardi was garbage, and I think would induct him into Class C. I think Icardi had to just say what's up into Class C right now. But you mentally, it felt as if PSG was like, here we go again. Because for me, I refuse to believe it. Because even for me, when I said, okay, no, PSG could they go out? But I was like, nah, surely not. But as the game was wearing on, and Atalanta settled, I told you, guys, Gasperini. I am tempted to make Gasperini that dude of the game. Rather than PSG, I'm tempted to make him that dude of the game, because Atalanta's strategy and tactics were perfect. It was perfect. Because as I was watching the game, I said, wait a minute, I don't know any of these dudes. Shout out to is it Palasic? That was a superb goal. That was an absolutely amazing superb G. But I'm looking at these dudes, I'm like, apart from Zapata, who I know, I don't know any of these dudes. These dudes, he literally took guys from the road. He literally took a bunch of street orphans and we're almost about to knock out PSG. So, but let's talk Mbappe. You see, I kept on saying that, okay, guys, things ain't looking great. Things ain't looking great. When do you introduce Mbappe? And this is why he's called the prodigy. This is why it's called the prodigy. The prodigy's influence changed the course of that game. I mean, Neymar was balling and everything, but what you saw, and this is why I love this narrative. Well, guys, what was the narrative? Neymar is Brazil's best player. Neymar is PSG's best player. PSG go only as far as Neymar takes them. That was the narrative. But what happened? Neymar ain't popping off. So Tuchel said, because Tuchel didn't want to use Mbappe in this game. Trust me, he didn't. Because, okay, we can beat them hopefully without having to use Mbappe. But like, guys, we're now desperate. He brought on the prodigy. and the prodigy guys he was balling. So any people that have said Rashford or people like that, please respect a World Cup winner. Respect a World Cup winner. But Mbappe was saying what's up. Mbappe was saying what's up. And I just think his influence changed the course of that game. 100%. His influence changed the course of that game. Then what the announcer was this. The feeling. Let's roll. But I just think Mbappe's threat and his speed and because I was surprised. I was about to say, wait, this guy's supposed to be injured. Homeboy scissor kicked this dude, but his influence was growing and growing and growing and growing. And then ball came over the top. Neymar put it across. And when Marquinhos scored, I said, look, it's PSG. It has to be offside. It has to be offside. Because for me, I was already saying, look, these guys are done. I was already resigned to figuring out how to do a 24-hour stream. Then when Marquinhos put that ball in, I was like, then in my mind was, okay, all right, extra time. Extra time. But I said, but Atalanta can still score. Atalanta can still score. You know, life is poetic. Life is poetic. Choupo-Moting. Go on YouTube. Do your YouTube. An argument can be made that because we've seen a miss from Kano, we've seen a miss from Torres, we've seen many misses. But it can be made that the greatest miss of all time was the miss by basically the greatest miss of all time was the miss by Choupo-Moting by PSG. Just type in Choupo-Moting miss in YouTube and then you'll see. And I'm going to say it's one of the worst misses of all time. So it's so funny how life works. When I saw him being brought on for a card, I was like, Choupo-Moting? Oh God, what the heck? So one was like, all right, cool. Then ball comes over the top. Mbappe times his run, puts his ball up, and this was just PSG said, because PSG were like, let's end it now. Let's end this thing now. Let's not do 30 more minutes and give these guys any more of a chance for a breathing space. Let's end this bad boy now. Over the top, Mbappe lays it across. Of all, from one of the worst misses in football history, arguably the worst miss in football history, to probably the most valuable goal in this PSG's history. That's what I call a story arc. That's what I call a flipping amazing story arc. And they won. Let's keep it real. Luis Muriel could have said what's up. If he had, because I thought it was going to be the 2-2, then this game would have then, basically, if Muriel had controlled that chance, twisted through and put the ball in, then I think that we would then have had an argument for, if that had been 2-2, then it's okay. We'll have an argument for this being one of the greatest games of all time. Wow, guys, I'll be real with you. I thought PSG were out. I fully thought PSG were out. So maybe the narrative can continue that, well, as long as Neymar is on the pitch, PSG will never go out. But that narrative may be true. But again, maybe I'll ask this to the live chat, I'll ask it to the people. If, let's say Mbappe was fully injured. Let's say Mbappe was fully injured. Do PSG still go through? That's my question to the live chat. So I'll answer some questions, but this is my question to all of you. I want you guys to answer. If Mbappe was injured and was not available at all for the game, do they still go through? That's my question for you guys. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Yes. You know what? As bad as my Nigerian friends miss, Choupo-Moting's miss, I think it's slightly worse. Yes, Society says that it's official. Uber Eats better than Syria. Yeah, you could say that. Although for me, I think that it is unfair on Atalanta. Atalanta gave a great showing. Red Devil Series, has Uber Eats now surpassed Syria? Induct Syria. For me, technically, yes. But I just think that saying that after what Atalanta did, I just think it's unfair. I just think it's in bad taste saying that after what Atalanta just did. That's just me. I just think it's in bad taste because these guys, they tried. Atalanta tried, man. They tried. What are we doing here, man? What's this? No, they tried, man. Atalanta tried. Atalanta tried. Aha, there we go. There we go. Looking for the super chat. So from Just Beston, apologize to Neymar. I was about to cry. I love Mbappe. I'm not apologizing to Neymar. No. That chance he missed now, but he balled. Neymar balled, but there's nothing to apologize for. Held on. Martin Lozario, what I learned is this is clearly Mbappe's team. Okay. Hakim, Mbappe changed the game. Ligon Syria, Mbappe is getting the love. Mbappe is getting the love. Oh, Stodge. Stodge, what are you going to say about Mbappe now? Stodge, what are you going to say about Mbappe now? Stodge, what did your boy Neymar do before Mbappe was on that pitch? Look at this man. Gufeto, the weight of that Mbappe pass to Chupo. That pass, because remember, this is Chupo Moting. This guy is a brick. That pass had to be precise. That pass had to be fully 100% precise. Just best in Kevin Who, Roberts Who, Lionel Who, Neymar is the best in the world. Based on this match, I'm not too sure about that. Natsa, don't praise Neymar and Mbappe. They're expected to beat Atalanta. I want to see it against Atletico, Barca, City, or Bayern. No. It is what it is, but Natsa, these bombs have finally bumbled their way into a semi. So give them just give them that small credit. That's all you need. Just give them that small credit. Red Devil Studio. PSG need to say thanks to Stoke City. Oh, Choupo-Moting is Choupo-Moting from Stoke. Red Devil Studio has. Oh, so Stodge says you are sick. Stodge, you told me that Neymar was better than Mbappe. Stodge, you said this is Neymar's team. Now, Stodge, tell me in your heart of hearts, if Mbappe doesn't go on that pitch, do they still win the game? Yes or no? Very simple. Do they win the game? Yes or no? From Hakim, Di Maria and Verratti back for the semis. PSG in the final. Let's see what Atletico are saying. I mean, basically, and guys, let's not assume. Let's not assume. Because who knows what Leipzig could do? We've all seen what these guys Atlanta have done. It is not a given that Atletico are going to beat Leipzig. It's not a given. But PSG didn't shower me with confidence. It wasn't a fully confident performance. Yes, it looked good and everything, but they looked shaky, and Atalanta were very close to not knocking them out. But the key thing is this. This is the key thing to note. This is a confidence booster. Because right now, I think PSG said, you know what? Maybe we were not great. Maybe we wasted our chances. We just needed to get past this. That's all we needed. All we needed to do was just to get past this. That's all we needed to do. To write. I said, how much will City beat Lyon by? I'm thinking 2-0. 2-0 or 2-1. Maybe 2-1. Yeah, maybe 2-1. Maybe I'll give it a 2-1 to Man City, but City will definitely beat Lyon. I mean, I don't think they will thrash them. I don't think it'll be 4-5-6-0, but they will beat them. But I am hyped. I am hyped for Friday. I'm hyped for Friday because Friday we could see the Us unleashed. But look, man, like guys, what would have happened? Like, I don't forget about the 24-hour stream. I don't know what I could have done or how I would have reacted if PSG had gone out. Like, it's just so crazy how football works. And I said to myself that if these guys go out like this yet again, how do they come back from this? How do these guys come back from this? Because this is, I mean, how? Yet, because it's almost a case of where, like, you know what? Like, you see, let me ask you guys this. I think the hex might be broken. I think the hex is broken. Yes, the hex. So even if they go out in the semis, you see, if they had gone out tonight, that hex is still through, because the hex is you're a bunch of chokes. You are chokers. You choke. But that Choupo-Moting goal broke the hex. That Choupo-Moting goal, it broke the hex. It broke the hex. So, guys, no. Let me ask you guys this. Who was PSG's most important player tonight? I want to hear it from the live chat. Who was PSG's most important player tonight? Because, guys, we have to give Atalanta a dub. If only Papu Gomez could play for 90 minutes, he obviously can't. We have to give Gasperini and Atalanta some love. But who was PSG's most important player tonight, if you guys had to choose one? Let me hear the live chat. Who was PSG's most important player in this game? Okay, we're saying Neymar, Mbappe, Neymar. Oh, wow. It's split. It really split. Mbappe, Mbappe, Neymar, Chupo, Neymar. Bro, Di Maria wasn't playing, bro. He was celebrating like crazy, you know. But see, that's a key thing to note. That's a key thing to know. Who said that? I think it was your boy Brown said. Remember, see, Neymar was fully fit. Neymar was fully fit. Mbappe wasn't even fit. That is a 50% Mbappe. The guy, so you have to put that into perspective. Neymar, you were there for 90 minutes, fully fit. Mbappe came on midway in the second half, not fully fit, coming into a very, because most people say he wouldn't even make this game, coming into a very difficult thing, and boom. You see, for me, I'll say this, who knows? I don't know if PSG win this game without Mbappe on that pitch. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure they win this game without Mbappe on that pitch. Maybe they get the equalizer. I'm not sure that they win this game without Mbappe on that pitch. No, but guys, Atalanta, football is a wicked sport. Football is a wicked sport, and thank you for even reminding me. Ilicic. Ili Flippincic. They missed him. Look at how good Atalanta looked. Look at how dangerous they looked. And I just imagine that if Ilicic was in some of those situations, what could he have done? From your boy Natsa, he says, if Neymar wasn't on the pitch, they wouldn't win either. His ball to Mbappe was key to the goal and his assist. Oh, no. Look, as I said again, look. But who did he give the ball to? He gave the ball to Mbappe. And obviously, yes, it was his assist as well, but also the key thing was the ball to Mbappe. But my thing about it was Mbappe, I think, when he came on, he just opened up the game. Because what it was is that attention had to be diverted away from Neymar. Because do you know what this shows? They're both needed. That's the answer to this was Neymar and Mbappe were both important. That they both need each other. They can't do it only with Mbappe. They can't do it only with Neymar. Because with Neymar just there, Neymar was great. He was doing all of his things. But as the game wore on, Atalanta knew that let's just keep putting pressure on him. Double team, triple team, frustrate him, tackle him. Boom. He may get a few, but just keep putting pressure. It's fine. But once Mbappe came on, then it's like we now have two nukes that deal with now. So that's freed up Neymar a little bit. Because guys are like, if he puts all of our guys on Neymar, even Mbappe free, that's what's going to mess us up. So Mbappe coming on freed up Neymar a lot more in order for him to be even much more effective. So the answer is they are both needed. Because Neymar balled. I will not lie. Neymar balled out. He balled out. Like, some of the stuff that he did was absolutely insane. I told you, I want a count of how many times he colored players in that game. From your boy Leo 38, PSG missed Verratti's creativity big time. Look, I know you want to hate on him. I know you want to say all this stuff. Put some respect on Marco Verratti's name. Verratti was missed. Hates all you want. Hates all you want and everything. Verratti was missed. Sean Walsh, Mbappe without Neymar choked United. Neymar over Mbappe. Sean, who missed the 1v1 in this game? So it's like, tell the whole story. Mbappe choked versus United. In this game, who missed the clear 1v1, the easiest chance possible? Neymar. If Mbappe doesn't come on, and Neymar now has to deal with all of the attention put onto him without anyone else, does that happen? Mbappe coming on meant that Neymar was freed up. Guys, the answer is they are both equally as important as one another. That's the answer. You know, that is the answer. They're both as important as one another. For your boy Storch, Ilicic punishing himself while his wife. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that is a bit graphic, bro. That's a bit graphic. From Newski, PSG has been in the semis of the UCL before. George Weah took them there in 94-95 until Savicevic's chip from almost a corner flag took them out. Okay, true. Yeah, but that was, you see, that, come on, 94-95? That's, how long is that ago? That's 25. That's like 25 years ago. 25 years ago. That's a long time ago. But my thing about it is that I'm talking about this PS. This is a very particular era because it is an era that is built by money. So it is a very particular thing, man. So just by saying, Neymar completed most dribbles in UCL history, 16. So he completed 16 dribbles in now one game. Is that what you're trying to tell me? From Armchair Critic, Neymar has equaled Lionel Messi, has to win to surpass him. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Branko to pop those bottles down, the CL. HH shirtless, like my ass off. Look, but we're not popping any bottles there. We're not popping any bottles in this, man. Hakim says, a fully fit Neymar and Mbappe win the CL by themselves only. Let's see. Let's see. The real deal. I understand now when you say better football player. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Explain to me. Explain to me. Let me know what you mean by that. Oh, who wants to join up? Oh, your boy wants to join in. Your boy wants to join in. Let me bring in your boy. Let me bring in your boy. Let me bring in your boy. Let's see, he wants to join in. So Ford, if you're there, man, I've sent you the link, man. Ford, if you're there, I've sent you the link. Ford, if you're there, I've sent you the link. All right, let me see. What do you do? What do you do? Ford, I've sent the link. I've sent the link. All right. Okay, let me. Guys, just bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second. Let me just hit this. Shit. Just bear with me 1 second, bro. Oh, that's not bad. See, because I want to bring your boy thingy in, man. What are you guys saying? From Gufetso, thank you for the super chat, Gufetso. Neymar played with 3 defensive midfielders for 65 minutes and a break in Icardi. Let that sink in. Wait, has Cavani been sold? Where is Cavani? Because an argument must be said that I think Cavani is needed. You know, I think Cavani is needed. Oh, let me just say it's sent. Don't worry, Ford should be coming in soon, man. I think Cavani is needed, man. No, look, guys, Neymar bald. Neymar bald. Just besting. Rest in peace, Atleti, Leipzig. Di Maria and Verratti are available. Easy. See, just besting. Do you know how close you were to getting knocked out? Do you know how close you were to getting knocked out? So you can puff your chest up and down. Do you know how close you were to getting knocked out? Tuchel's tactic was absolutely horrendous. You see, this was the danger. Is Gasperini is a much more experienced manager than Tuchel. And you saw that today. Because let's keep it real. These guys won by the virtue of individuals. They didn't win by tactically. Tuchel got lubricated. Let's keep it real. And I feel, guys, Guys, let's be real, guys. We have to feel for Gasperini and Atalanta. We have to feel. We have to feel for them, man. We have to feel for this guy, man. Because they tried. They tried. Yes, we are fans of Neymar and Mbappe, won the Cruisers and everything. But guys, shout out to what these guys did. Give a shout out to what these guys did, man. You give a shout out to what you guys did. Tuchel is a brick. I wouldn't call him a brick. I'll just say he's not that great a manager. They won because Neymar is that good. Look, guys, Neymar. This is what I've always said. At their very best, I would argue that Neymar is the best player in the world. At their very best, purely for ability, because the difference between Neymar and Messi is Neymar's psychology. Neymar's psychology. Because until Messi can ball out in a totally different team, I don't know. We already know what Neymar did under MSN, and we're now seeing what he's doing for PSG. All I say for Neymar is stay fit, remain fit. Stay fit, remain fit. But guys, I'll keep it real with you. If Atletico gets past Leipzig, we are in for a game between these two. We are in for a game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Really? Really? Look at what he has called himself. Also, by the way, its season is not spelled SZ and it's spelled SASON.
Look, I didn't have enough characters, all right? Let me have my moment.
Give me a break.
Bro, what did I tell you, fam? What did I tell you?
Wait. Let me ask you this. Honest opinion, be real. Do they win without do they win without Mbappe?
That game, probably not. No, I mean my biggest gripe going into the game was obviously the injuries that they had, and my question was the replacements, the likes of Icardi and Sarabia, could they hold up and could they bring enough to the table to get them the victory? And ultimately, the performance today wasn't good enough. Those individuals were very, very poor. So,
Icardi
as good
was
as
garbage.
Neymar was, oh, bro, that guy. I mean, for people who want to say Aubameyang is just a goal scorer, I mean, fair enough. That's what makes him world class. But Icardi, bro, this guy is just a well played. He's not even a footballer, bro. Man's an adulterer, bro. He ain't no footballer, bro. All he does is scores tap-ins and that's it. Man, it's dead food. So, yeah, man, bro. Well, obviously, Neymar. We'll get onto Neymar, but certainly this PSG team does need its individuals, and it needs the likes of Mbappe to obviously chip in. It does hurt now having Verratti and Di Maria, but again, we saw, man. Even though it wasn't a great team performance, the individuals cream rising to the top, bro. They performed. They came clutch.
No. I mean, okay. So talk to me about Neymar. No, okay. Fair. Talk to me about that miss. When he produced that miss and it was like 80 minutes and it was still 1-0, were you fearing the worst? And about what people were going to say about Neymar?
I mean, at that stage, I was just thinking, are these not going to bottle it again? Like, it just didn't make any sense how he could miss that. I mean, it was crazy. And I thought, Neymar, you got a shot today. You can't make a miss like that and go out. And to be fair to his credit, after that, I mean, he was absolutely amazing. I mean, he clocked up the most dribbles ever recording in a single Champions League game.
Yes,
creating numerous chances.
Is that real? Because I know Joss Beston likes to put all this kind of falsities, but is that actually real?
Oh no, it's been posted everywhere, but it's a record. The record before was 16, and he's done one better, and that was 17 dribbles in a single game. Which, bro, that's a ridiculous stat. Like,
no,
it's crazy.
The amount of times that this guy put the ball through people's legs,
bro,
was shocking.
It's rude.
It's like, I mean, I was going to say, like, this guy, like some of the, see, now, am I crazy in saying this? At their very best, ability-wise, I would argue that Neymar is the best in the world. Purely for footballing ability, I would argue that he's better than Messi. Am I crazy in saying that? Because I insult him and everything. What Neymar does and the kinds of things that he does on a pitch, it's different. I mean, am I crazy in saying that?
You're not crazy, bro. Honestly, you're not crazy. It's a
Oh, wait,
conversation that.
let's say Neymar 17 dribbles,
Hmm.
1 assist, 5 key passes, 2 chances created.
Yep,
Okay.
there you go. Ridiculous that. I mean, it is crazy. It was a ridiculous performance, and obviously there was a few bad misses in there. But again, he kept his head, he kept his composure, showed his elite mentality, and came up clutch with those 2 passes that led to the goal at the end. So yeah, he showed just how good he was today, and how good is he? I mean, that's the question right now we're asking, which is he the best player in the world? And for me, I think it's a conversation that is definitely open right now, and I just can't wait to see what Messi replies with on Friday against Lewandowski. I think it makes that game even more interesting now. So. Wow, well, I mean, the Champions League is delivered already, bro. It's sick, man. Bro,
Oh, I'm sure. Congrats to Neymar for rivaling a 33-year-old Messi. Bro, no, my thing is this is a even Messi at his very best, what Neymar is doing is different. And this is just from a personal point of view. It's like I've always appreciated Messi of man, this guy's doing anything. Just for where I grew up for football, the kinds of things basically Messi is respectful in how he dribbles people. Neymar is disrespectful in how he dribbles, and that is the difference. There is respectful dribbling. Messi, look, I just want to just get past. Neymar, I want to embarrass you. Some of the stuff that Neymar was doing, this is stupid. Okay, this is, and also as okay, if that is true, 17 has Messi ever had 17 dribbles in a Champions League game? That's stupid.
it is.
That's
It's mad.
stupid.
And you know what, H, I think you'll also agree with this. Obviously, both us being Nigerians and growing up watching the likes of JJ Okocha. Again, a
Yeah.
different kind of Messi, but certainly more similar to Neymar in the sense of the skills, just the, just the like,
No.
the
Basically,
finesse,
flair.
the way, the
No.
flair,
Basically,
and also
like
just how
there is
unpredictable
more
it is as well.
imagination to what
Mm.
he's doing.
It's more that gets
Like
you out of your seat and gets you excited as a fan watching the game.
that's the thing. Like it's the kind of stuff that gets you very giddy and oh, gee, what?
Mm.
Because see, Messi is like, I just want to get past you. Obviously, I'll do a little cheating, but Messi, no, I am here about boom, boom, boom. Neymar, no, I want to put some sauce on it. Like Dino. Dino's like, I want to put some extra sauce and flair in it. Yeah, I want to get past, but I want to get past, but I also want to excite the crowd. I want to give the
Yeah.
crowd something to say what's up to.
Definitely, bro. I mean, it's crazy. So again, for me, he's
No,
right
no,
up
no,
there right
wait,
now. He's in that
wait.
conversation. Obviously,
Wait,
Messi's
wait, wait.
more efficient, but mm,
No. Okay. Put some respect on Atalanta's name. Based on what Atlanta, like, let's be real. They were 3, 4, 5 minutes away from knocking out PSG. They played a perfect 87 minutes. Talk to me about Atalanta, man.
I mean, I think about Atlanta this entire season, and even for the last couple of seasons, is that they've just been so amazing to watch attackingly. And like they've scored so many goals again. I think they scored the fourth most goals in Europe this season, certainly averaging the fourth most goals. And they're incredible to watch, bro. And in that first half, they put on a real clinic. And I think what they showed today was more their Italian side of how well they defended. And they really stifled a lot of PSG's chances. And again, that big PSG midfield, which lacking obviously the likes of Verratti and Di Maria, struggled to create a lot of clear-cut chances. And that's why Neymar had to drop so deep throughout the game. So you kind of got to feel for Atlanta because especially without Ilicic,
No.
it was a really
You have
big
to.
miss
You have
without
to.
him
You have
and they perform really well. And you have to ask the question. I mean, if Ilicic is playing this game, maybe they make it 2-0 and they actually go and they kill the game off because Zabata didn't have his best game today. And Gomez obviously was in and around buzzing and creating chances, looked very good as well. Palacic had a great game, scored a great goal. But again, at the same time, as much as you want to give them credit as the underdogs, bro, in a Champions League one-off game now, so one-off games, you can't 1-0 up in the 90th minute get knocked out. It can't happen. I mean, even to equalize is bad enough, but to get knocked out, bro, it can't happen. So as much as you want to give these underdogs credit, I mean, it's going to be a very long night for those guys right now, man.
to. No. I mean, no. Like, see, that is the unfortunate thing for like that is a painful way to lose because you're like, damn, at least give us extra time. At least give us extra time. But for that to happen like in the 93rd minute is deep.
And bro, this is not just any old underdogs. This is their first ever season in the Champions League.
Yeah.
They lost their first 3 games in the group stage, drawed their fourth, and then somehow got here. Then embarrassed Valencia and looked like genuine dark horses for the tournament. And to be literally minutes, seconds away from going through against PSG, many people's favourites for the tournament. And to get knocked out like that, it's tough, bro. It's tough. It's tough.
Let's go through that. So Gatlock, who says Atleti and Bayern still my pick for the final, but PSG, well done for PSG. Wait, let me just see whether any more super shades. Armchair Critic says that Neymar is the best currently. Leon had 15 in 2 CL finals. Last I checked, 17 is more than 15. Last I checked, so 15 is good, but again, I told you I'm a mathematical brick. I was horrible at maths, but 17 is more than 15, I think. Sean, Messi 16 dribbles UCL Man United at 19 years. Again, whether he was 5, 4, or 3, 17 is more than 16. Guys, all I'm saying is this: Messi is an alien. The dude is an alien. It's crazy. Neymar is just my kind of player. Okay, I respect Messi and Cristiano. They don't excite me. I just respect what they do as players and their achievements. Neymar, the reason why I get onto him is because I know what he's capable of. See, Neymar is from my world. Messi and Cristiano are for you guys. It's for you kids. Neymar is from the old school. Okay, like Messi and Cristiano, they're the new school. Neymar is the old school. He's from back in the day, where guys were here to disrespect. We're here to disrespect. So that's all I'm saying. I have all the respect for those dudes, man. I'm just going to say Neymar is more skillful and entertaining. Leo is better. What matters? Entertaining the crowd or just being efficient? Efficiency is great, but why do people love Dino so much? Dino was amazing for like one second of his career, but Dino was a hero in a flipping Paraguayan prison. Anyway, the streets respect Dino. The street, and that is the key thing is, guys, at the end of the day, this is about entertainment. It's about entertainment, man. From actually, just checked, record is Cristiano, 20 dribbles versus Leon. What?
Nah, that ain't the record, bro. If I can just on the previous comment, on the previous comment that was made, again, I gotta say myself, again, you can't not be excited by what Messi does on the pitch. Again, with the dribbles that he does, he plays in a very unique way. Yes, it's more efficient than Neymar, not as flamboyant. I understand that, and that's why, again, myself, you see what my name is right now. I'm a huge Neymar fan, and I love seeing him do what he does today. I want to see him do it more consistently.
It's just a preference. I told you, this is purely subjective. This is purely subjective. Like, I told you, Messi, objectively, no, that guy is on a different level. This is just purely subjective, a purely personal preference. Messi is not a guy that I'm like, oh man, like that's really gets me. Messi, oh wow, like sometimes Messi will do stuff that makes me go crazy. Sometimes he will do it, but it's all down to his psychology. Messi's psychology is I'm just trying, because again, it's also it's down to your personality. See, Messi's personality is I'm just trying to win this. What needs to be done? Boom. I'm going to go for 4-5-5. Boom. Basically, Hullet said it the best. It's like he's like PlayStation. Boom. But Neymar is like a simulation where because Neymar has a personality, which is why people hate him. Like Neymar has a serious personality. Dino had a serious personality, and they bring. You see, and also see the case in their arrogance. Neymar is arrogant. Dino was arrogant. So because they know how good they are, they bring their arrogance to the pitch. And that arrogance goes into what they do on the pitch. And Messi isn't arrogant. Messi is extremely professional. He's an extreme professional. Same thing with Cristiano. This is extreme professionals. Ronaldinho was unprofessional. That's why he didn't last that long. He's extremely unprofessional. But his arrogance is what made him special. Neymar is extremely unprofessional. Like that's why Neymar was like, "Screw you guys! I'm not going to just dribble." See, Messi will always be like, "Okay, what's the pass? Where's the pass? What's the right place to do?" Neymar was like, "Screw this! I'm just going to just dribble past everybody and just shoot." That's what an arrogant man does. So, an arrogant guys are the guys that will seriously frustrate you or do things that will just make you go, "What the heck?"
Absolutely. I mean, and again, I think it's important for this conversation that we clarify that we're talking subjectively here because, again, from a subjective point of view, players like obviously your Neymars, your Ronaldinhos, your Okochas, your Henri's back in the day with were just very arrogant, had the flair about them, and were willing to just do things on the pitch that weren't necessarily textbook, but kind of just what you would kind of write on the streets. You know, something that things that the streets would recognize and respect. Even like someone like Cristiano Ronaldo back in his United days, where he was more about the skills, the flair, more about being more dynamic as a footballer rather than just goals. Those kind of players are always the ones who have entertained me the most. But again, from an objective point of view now, as good as what Neymar's doing and as much as the praise that I'm going to give him, it is important for him to now go and deliver
Oh yeah,
in
yeah,
the next
no, he has to.
and then the
Okay,
final.
from an objective point of view, like, look, Messi and Cristiano, what they've done, the amount of success that they've done is supersedes him. So that's from an objective point of view. From Yassin Ibrahim, is Neymar doing what Messi did last season? Atalanta. Oh, hey, is there wax in your ears? Objectively, Messi is better. I am talking from a biased point of view. This is biased. This is my personal, subjective, extremely biased, unprofessional point of view that I just prefer what Neymar does because he's arrogant. It's simple. He's arrogant. And what you saw him do today on today's pitch today is the performance of an arrogant man. So the reason why I hate him is why I love him because he's arrogant. So that's the thing. So, like what he did today, that is the performance of an arrogant football player. So that's the issue, man. From Dan says, Opta states Neymar equaled Messi's dribbling record of 16, not 17. I don't give a damn about Opta or Lopta. Let me repeat this again. Neymar's performance today is the performance of an arrogant football player. And arrogant football players are different. As much as I hate them, I like them because arrogant football is different. That's what I'm saying. So look, let's even look ahead. So what are you saying about tomorrow, man? Leipzig against Atletico.
Oof.
Atletico should be worried, man. Atletico should be worried. Atletico should be worried.
They should be, but
Hold on. I think I missed the super chat. Let me see from Hakim. So Hakim says, "I want to hug Choupo-Moting, cold-blooded, broken heads." No. Wait, let's talk about that. Of all the people to score the goal, remember Choupo-Moting's miss.
how could you not?
From that miss to scoring one of the most important goals for this PSG era, man. I mean, isn't that poetic?
It is. I mean, wow. Because to think about it, he's literally like their seventh or eighth choice attacking player. So it's very rare that he would even get the opportunity to do this, but he took his opportunity and you gotta give him credit, man. So it was massive for him today.
So okay, so let's look ahead then. Atletico versus Bayern. What are you saying?
Atletico versus Leipzig.
Atletico versus Leipzig. What do they should be worried, man.
They should be worried, but for me, they would have been more to worry about had Werner not signed for Chelsea. I think that's a massive miss for Leipzig in this tournament, and it's really going to probably cost them in the end. I don't think they have the cutting edge to really break down this Atletico side. And for me, as you've seen today, obviously going 1-0 up in these one-legged games is going to be very important. It means you can control the game. And let's say Atletico go up. That's how Atlanta went up today. If Atletico go 1-0 up in any of these games, the game's over. Nobody's come back against them, especially if it's not Real Madrid as well. So, yeah, for Leipzig, they just got to try and score first and try and take it to Atletico.
I mean, I think
when they go behind, they're playing with snookers at that point.
See, I wouldn't be surprised if that game goes to extra time. I wouldn't be surprised if that game goes all the way, either to extra time or to penalties. I don't see Atletico just automatically beating them. I think they're going to find it a bit more difficult than they would have assumed. I just think that it ain't gonna be that simple.
I mean, it's never really that simple with Atletico. I mean, they always tend to grind games out. They've never really been a team that's going to put 5 or 6 past you like a Bayern Munich. It's always a bit of a slugfest. It's always a bit of a like a 12-round war, essentially, if to use a box analogy. But in the end, though, once they get ahead on the scorecards, they're never really a team that tends to give away the lead. So I kind of always fancy them in these kind of games, and I think it's going to take a team like with the firepower over PSG that's going to be able to beat them. So I do fancy Atletico heavily to beat Leipzig, and I would be a little bit surprised if Leipzig pulled off the upset, especially with Werner not being fit or not being available for the game.
So Anthony says, do Neymar and Kylian still need to go to Real Madrid if PSG win the CL? No. If they win the Champions League, that could open up a whole era. Because my whole thing of Mbappe going to the moving is basically my whole thing of Mbappe moving is all right. We want him to move in order to win the Champions League. That's it. That they can't win. But if they win it, with PSG, bro, you can create your own legacy, create your own team. Victor Hunter Mehap says Cristiano has played Atalanta. Ronaldo has played for Atalanta 3 times. He has scored 4 versus them in 7 shots. Neymar had 8 shots tonight. He's awful. Lynn Losh explain he's diabolical.
I think he's shooting shots at Sean Walsh there.
Oh,
yeah.
Lon Walsh. Like, guy, all I'm saying is this. Like, actually, you see, this is what I don't know. Please explain this to me. You've just seen Neymar ball out, entertain us, produce some of the most outrageous dribbles I've seen in a singular game. And people are still hating. Please explain this to me. Wait, is it that you like football or you just have an agenda? Please explain this to me. Why they hate?
I mean, hatred, if you of all people aren't hating on Neymar today, then really that means nobody should. I mean, again, I don't really care about, if Messi maybe did one more dribble back in the day. I don't remember a game where Messi nutmegged 3 people in one game like this. I mean, come on, Neymar was pulling off ridiculous tricks, and they were all coming off and creating chances for teammates himself. Yes, his finishing could have been better today, but ultimately he came up clutch, which was the most important thing for today. So, I mean, you can't hate on it. You have to just enjoy games like this. For me, even as a neutral watching it, yes, I'm a little bit invested in wanting to see PSG win because I said they would win it, and because I have a bet with UHH, which you're yet to actually accept. Don't know why you're too scared to accept it. But that all aside, just even as a neutral watching it, I don't see how you could just not watch the game and just enjoy the football that was on display today. It was a lot of fun to watch, and I can't wait for the rest of these Champions League games.
I would have still ripped Neymar a new one if they had gotten out. But on the side, I'm like, bro, this guy's balling out. This guy is like this guy. See, that is what it means to take matters into your own hands. Where stop deferring, stop looking at this. Is what it means that take matters into your own mother effing hands, man. That's what it means, and that is what I want. Oh, what's my phone doing? That's just what I want key guys to do it. Let me. Oh, what was my phone doing? Sorry. So. Just I can't wait for that's where we're going. Barca versus Bayern. Neymar over Dini, by the way. Just best stop smoking crack. Barca Bayern. How are you feeling? Forward, that game is huge. Lewandowski versus that game is massive. And the ooze could be unleashed. So how are you viewing that game?
I mean, that's going to be a great game to watch on paper, man. I mean, again, even if you look at their previous matches, yes, they're not quite as at their prime as the last time they met. I believe that was in 2016, obviously, when Messi scored that amazing goal on Boateng, and then Chip Neuer. But having said that, the games that they play against each other, they're always of a really high intensity, and these are teams that love to keep the ball. For me, one of the most fascinating plots of this game is how Bayern Munich's high line is going to work against, obviously, Messi, Suarez, and maybe Dembele if he starts, because there's one thing doing it against Chelsea with Tammy Abraham, Hudson-Odoi.
Do you start the Oos? Do you start the Oos?
Yeah, 100%. I think you do. I mean, you either start him or you start Ansu Fati, because again, if you look at the Chelsea game as a blueprint, well, again, Tammy Abraham, Hudson-Odoi, Mason Mount, good players, good young players, but they're not at that elite level. But one thing that they did cause Bayern Munich a little bit of problem with was when Hudson-Odoi moved to the left and they could use his pace a bit more. Now, we didn't exploit it too many times, but I had imagined Barcelona will be able to create more opportunities to exploit that high line. And if you want to do it to your best of your ability, you want to have someone's pace, like a Dembele or an Ansu Fati, to try and catch them on that right hand side, which is a little bit over their slower side with Kimmich being there and Boateng. If he's not, and then if he's injured, then maybe Sule. So it's a very interesting game. I still do favour Bayern Munich to go through, but I mean, other than just the game itself, I just want to see what Messi and Lewandowski are going to do now because I'm ready. I'm pretty much ready to say Neymar's the best player in the world right now, and yeah, let's see what these men are going to do because Lewandowski should have had the Ballon d'Or this year, but if it was obviously going to be awarded,
No.
and Messi
F,
is obviously
F those
Messi
Ballon d'Or
where he
clans,
is.
man. Forget those clans. Forget those clans. Wait, come on. I want to ask you something. So, Real Deal says pressure on Felix to deliver. Atletico 2-0. Thiago. For me, Joao Felix, the guy for me, he's done. I don't think there's even any pressure on Joao Felix. Although, if Felix does deliver, it will go some way in me having a bit more respect for the dude. Sean Walsh says, "What's a clown? Neymar better than Cristiano in 2020." Oh, for sure. I mean, what the hell? Of course, that's obvious.
Easily.
Just person says that Thiago Silva and Kempembe in defense were brilliant. Brilliant? They were solid. I don't know about brilliant. Wait, so forward. Talk to me about Lewandowski. If he breaks it and fails and flops, should we be done with him?
I mean, it's hard to be done with the best striker in the world. I mean, even if he
no.
But, hey, let me land. Look, I was hit with you last year, calling them out for not performing in one of the big games again. And again, I love Chelsea, but I have to admit that was not a big game. Bayern Munich should have been beating us anyways, even without Lewandowski. So this is the game where we're going to find out about Lewandowski because as good as he's been in the league, as great as his performances have been, and yes, if there was a Ballon d'Or award, he would probably be the front runner right now. Yes, without all being said, he was signed by Bayern Munich to win them the Champions League. The season prior, he lost that final with Dortmund against Bayern Munich and then signed to Bayern Munich to go and win more Champions Leagues. That was the reason why he came. So it doesn't matter how many Bundesligas you win. It doesn't matter how many golden boots you win. It's all about what you do in the big games for Bayern Munich. And this is an example of that right now because he messed up a few times against Real Madrid in the last couple of years in the semi-finals. Well, now he's got a quarter-final here to go and perform against Barcelona. Nobody will take this away from you. Even though this is a Barcelona side that's in transition, if you go and perform here, score 2-3 goals, nobody can take that away from you.
He's under a lot of pressure. And you see, here's why I stand with the whole Barca Bayern thing, man, is that it's a huge, massive game. The issue is Messi. Messi is a problem. And as long as that guy is on the pitch, anything is possible. And you see, call me this, call me that. Whoa, I will always roll with history. And history dictates and history tells us that it is wiser to roll with Messi than it is to roll with Lewandowski. That's just being real. And so what do I say? So Buddha Sub says, guys, you are hyping on Neymar now. Jeez. Okay. Let me ask you this for. So do you still believe? Do you still believe that PSG are going to win this all the way? Do you still believe it?
Yes. What I would say though is today's probably giving me less confidence in that because I didn't actually know until now that until today that Di Maria was also out injured. Obviously, I knew Verratti was out, but Di Maria being out is a big miss because he's probably been their best player this season other than Mbappe. Obviously, given all the injuries that Neymar's had as well. So yeah, it's gonna be tough because that midfield of Idrissa Gueye, Marquinhos, and Herrera. I mean, bro, that's one of the worst midfield performances I've seen in a long while, man. I mean, that midfield. They could not pass through water, bro. It was bad. Like that's why Neymar was having to drop deep so much and try and dribble through Atalanta.
So can we now put some respect on Verratti's name?
Yeah, there was always respect on his name. I mean, I don't know how you could not respect his name. He's a fantastic midfielder. So again, it's gonna be tough without him against Atletico or Leipzig in the semi-final. But I still think they have enough firepower now with Mbappe, hopefully fully fit to play 90 minutes. Because again, with Neymar performing how he did today, and once obviously what Mbappe showed off the bench, that for 90 minutes is going to guarantee you 2 or 3 goals. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can do against Atletico. And then the final's obviously just going to be a toss-up. So I'm still pretty confident in them to win it, which again is why I'm going to go back to you, HH. Take the bet. Just take that. Just do it.
Relax, man. Relax. Okay, so people say that Tuchel is a brick. He bricked it to today. Tactically, he was crap. The players saved him. Did Tuchel brick it?
Mm.
From a tactical point of view.
It's a difficult one because again, with the injuries that he's had, he's not really got many options. So I can understand why he went with this approach. Again, it wasn't a great performance, I must say, and obviously from the midfield, especially. I also think this today kind of exposed just how weak the fullbacks are. Because I mean, I even thought of it, and I think I even said it on the channel when we watched the PSG Dortmund game. Because you saw how great Dortmund's fullbacks were, and Hakimi and I believe it was Guerrero on the other side, compared to Bernat and today it was Kier. And yeah, for me, these guys are just not the greatest of fullbacks, especially when you've got such a defensive back line. And then obviously you got Marquinhos and Gay holding. You need more output from your fullbacks. So yeah, it leaves a lot to be decided. And ultimately, I don't know if Tuchel's really found the right solution to that problem that they have. So he's certainly going to have to get things more prepared for the semi-final for sure.
Right. So Ronnie said the team was average outside of Neymar and Mbappe, which is why it is key they came through this. Because 100% without the attacking thrust of Di Maria and the creativity and technique of Verratti in the middle, they were definitely lost. But I want to look at Mbappe. You know, Mbappe wasn't fully fit. So where do you stand on the whole Mbappe Neymar thing? Because this is what I said before you came on. They are both needed. Neymar and Mbappe, both of them are needed, and both of them are important as one another. So, are you a guy that says this is Neymar's team? Neymar is the best player. Mbappe is a side man. So Mbappe, or whose team is this? Or do you roll with me that they are both as important as one another?
I mean, for me, it's a double act. Now, I think Neymar's still the leading act, but it's not quite Batman and Robin. I think there's a bit more parity in this partnership, I would say.
Oh no, man. Nobody is Robin. Relax, man. That is disrespectful.
Exactly. So yeah, for me, I think it's certainly the both of them, and you saw like it just opens up more space once Mbappe's on the pitch for Neymar, because before he was on the pitch, like they could triple up at times on Neymar. So certainly Mbappe being on the pitch to stretch the game the other way is going to help. Now you can see he was a bit rusty today, missed a couple of chances that he probably would have taken on a different day when he's more fit. So hopefully he can be more refreshed for the semi-final, because they will need him to be clinical in those games against Atletico, because you won't get as many chances as you had today, for sure. That I can guarantee.
Man City, Lyon. Now, I think City, Juventus are just crap. They're just crap. So don't even use the whole Juventus argument. Do you see a scenario where Pep gets knocked out by Lyon? Because my thing is, City are still my pick to go all the way. And if we get a City Bayern or a City Barcelona semi, I think it's going to be blockbuster. So hopefully we can get that. But for me, I just think that Lyon over Juventus is not about how good Lyon are, it's how horrible and how much of a mess Juventus' season was. So what are you saying there for that Man City Lyon crack?
Yeah, I think I mean you hit the head on a nutshell. You hit it pretty much perfect there, because for me it really showed just how bad Juventus were in that game that they let Lyon go through, because this isn't the best Lyon team that we've even seen in a little while. Like I thought they were a little bit better last season when they had Dembele. Obviously Fekir was still there as well. And
it's like all they have is the Depay and Uwa, and that's it.
Yeah, so I think they're certainly not at their best form now. So that's why I would favour Man City to beat them heavily. And I feel like for me, Man City beating Real Madrid was a big thing, because that was kind of their first time beating one of the real elites of Europe. So I would favour them heavily to beat them. That would probably be the surprise of the round if they were to somehow get knocked out by Lyon in the next round. So yeah, I would favour Man City heavily to go through.
See, no, look, man, let me just, because people are now talking about this whole Syria and now crap and garbage. You see, technically speaking, Syria have been embarrassed. Technically speaking, what happened to Juventus? And okay, so see, technically speaking, Uber Eats now have two teams in the quarters, and Syria don't have a single team in the quarters. So technically speaking, they have been embarrassed. But realistically, it's unfair to criticize or critique what Atalanta did because I think I've got to stress this. Yes, we're all about PSG, Neymar, Mbappe. It was dramatic and so forth. They now go through finally in the semis, but we cannot look past what Atalanta almost did. Also, by the way, Pulisic, is he a Chelsea loanee or a previous Chelsea loanee?
I think he's still on loan. I would have to check because it's very hard to keep count of all the amount of loan players we have.
So,
but he was definitely on
Chelsea
the
have
roster.
an entire village of people that just loan out or something.
Yep, that's correct. It is.
No, because that was a quality goal. You see, for Atalanta, we have to give them and Gasperini a dub. We have to give them and Gasperini a dub because let's be real, that was tactical perfection. How they defended, how they attacked. Zapata should have been subbed off. Zapata lost a lot of balls. Maybe he just didn't do well on the wing. I think he maybe should have been put in a striker, but he lost a lot of balls. But still, the way that Gasperini set them up, they almost did it. They almost. I mean, do you think that he should have maybe kept on more of his attacking players and Papo Gomez, or he was forced into those changes? Because those changes may have actually helped to change the dynamic of the game.
Yeah, what I would say is when he made those changes, it did seem like he was pretty much saying we're gonna have to keep a clean sheet now, and if we go to extra time, then it is what it is because he was very, very defensive and it did invite a lot of pressure and it almost worked to be fair, but it just didn't.
How defensive they were throwing a lot of men forward still, man. Every time they attacked, they were still throwing men forward. They were not like fully men behind the ball. They were still throwing guys forward, man.
Yeah, but again, it was a bit different when you're throwing men forward and you also have a natural target man up there to hold the ball up. Even though Zapata obviously wasn't doing a great job of it, so it was difficult because again, their hands were pretty much tied going into the game with Ilicic not being there. Because of as much as an excuse I would have made for PSG to a degree if they went out with the injuries that they had, it's a little bit more difficult for Atlanta when you haven't got the likes of Sarabia to call upon, Icardi to call upon, who are all multi-million signings to be the reserve players. Again, behind Ilicic, Atalanta don't really have the same quality of players to rely upon. So it was kind of difficult for them, which is why again, as unfortunate as it is, we can't be too harsh on them because they're against a team that they really should have lost to anyways, and they were very close to pulling off the upset.
Yeah, I mean, no, look, man. But overall, it was a very exciting game, man. I think it was very. I think the game, basically, the threats that I thought Atalanta would pose PSG was what we saw, and because normally whenever you think games will go one way, they don't really go that way. But really, the way that I thought the game was like, oh yeah, like this is an attacking team. PSG are attacking. They're defensively not up and down. See, the key thing to what's made this game so great was Atalanta did not second guess themselves. They showed PSG utter disrespect. And like, no, we're going to play our game. And that was the key thing. They played their game and it's set up towards actually something that was very exciting. But for me, I just think that like it would have been. Let's paint a scenario. Let's just do if PSG had gotten knocked out, what then?
I mean, it's a catastrophe again. Like, I mean, at that point, it would probably indicate because given Neymar's performance, he would have felt even though he had missed those chances that I tried to carry this team on my back, but they let me down. The likes of Sarabia wasn't good enough, and Icardi, and he would probably be looking at making a move. But given the global climate right now, it's kind of difficult for any team to make a signing of him. What it's going to take to try and draw Neymar away. And obviously, we know that Barcelona were linked with getting Neymar last season, and they wanted to get him this season before obviously COVID hit. So, I mean, it probably would have been another year of we go again with this project, but it would have been another bottle job essentially, and another damaging legacy to Neymar. But also one thing I will add is this would have been the first time Neymar would have lost a knockout game with PSG. He has missed the previous game, certainly the second legs of the previous games. He wasn't there for Man United with that miracle comeback. And although he played, I believe, the first leg against Real Madrid the season before, and that's where it really fell apart for them. So he's technically undefeated there. He did prove himself for the last few minutes here. So again, it's all up to him because again, if he wins the Champions League now in his first season playing all of these games, then he's basically proved everybody wrong who said that moving to PSG was a mistake, including you, HH. So
no. But
it's one of the times right now.
but it's only going to get harder because, as people have said, Atlanta was a real test. Atalanta ain't Leipzig or potentially Atletico, because it's only going to get harder from here on in, And again, like, let's see what happens with Leipzig and Atletico. I'm not sure how far they can get. See, this is my narrative, and this is why I was actually about to just break my TV and then break this whole. Because if they're gonna, because my narrative is Mbappe. My narrative is Mbappe because I see Mbappe, I think, is needed for football. Which is why when people say, "Oh, he's not that good, he's crap and everything," guys, if you're a football fan, you have to defend, because Mbappe is the future. You see, Messi and Cristiano, they're the past. Mbappe is the future. This guy's like, what's 2020, 21? So by the time this guy is at his peak, 26, 2027, Messi and Cristiano will be long gone. So you have to be excited and support what is the future of football. And who knows whether he'll win the Champions League. Just think that it will be eventual. But I'm just saying that if he can just see, this is my thing. And I used to believe this. I still don't believe he wins the Champions League with PSG. Mbappe. I don't think that happens. Like, yes, they go through this, but I don't know whether this team makes it to the final. That's my thing. I don't know whether this thing makes it fun. This is why I am interested to see what happens, because if PSG face Leipzig, you would expect them to win. And also, if let's say they face Leipzig, even if they're still favorites, it still isn't the same thing. They still won't be under the same amounts of pressure. They were under a huge amounts of pressure here based off maybe the semis, blah blah. So this was oh wow, if we even had like a bit of a mini victory here. This team isn't beating Atletico Madrid. Tuchel isn't beating Simeone. But let me just hit the super chat. Believe the one. Messi and Us versus Neymar and Mbappe is the final that we want. To be honest, the ideal final is PSG Bayern Munich. We're not going to get that. We're not going to get that. But the ideal final is PSG Bayern Munich. That is the ideal final. It's not PSG Barcelona. Buddha Sub says Leipzig are beating Atletico 1-0 on extra time. Have you seen The Future? Interesting. Mohamed No, Leo, Neymar, Lewandowski, KKDB. Who has the hardest way to the trophy? Oh well, it's between. It has to be either Leo or Lewandowski. But you could argue it's probably Lionel Messi, because that side of the draw is obviously a lot harder. This isn't that great a Barcelona team. You would argue that the team and setup of Man City, basically the team and setup and the managers of Man City and Bayern Munich are better than Barcelona. The squads of Man City and Bayern are better than Barcelona. So the hardest thing is, put it this way. Let me say this to you for. If Messi wins this for Barcelona, well, I'm willing to have a conversation. I'm willing to have a conversation.
Wait. What conversation?
I'm willing to have a conversation. I'm not saying what. I'm not willing to open up a dialogue. If he wins this, because this Barca team ain't great, they are average. You have the side chick and the cannibal. So if you beat Bayern Munich, you beat Man City, and you beat Leipzig, even Past is crazy, and then you go ahead and you beat whoever in the final, we'll have a different. We'll have that. We'll have a dialogue. We'll sit down and have a certain dialogue, because that's a feat. I mean, do you think he can lead them through this terrain? Because it is barbed wire terrain. Do you think he can?
No, which is why the last time I came on the show, I said if he somehow manages to, then that conversation needs to be had, especially if it's the one that I think you're suggesting. So, yeah, again, Bayern Munich and Man City have a very similar run in terms of, one plays Lyon and one plays Chelsea. So, again, relatively similar level teams. And then obviously Man City beat Real Madrid, and Bayern would have to beat Barcelona. But certainly the team that has the toughest job anybody would be Barcelona, because to go through Napoli, then Bayern Munich, then Man City, and then Atletico or PSG in the final. I mean, bro, like that would probably be one of Barcelona's best runs, anyways, in terms of competition beat. And this is definitely Barcelona's worst team of the last 10 years, easily. So if Messi was, and again, if they were to do it, we all know it's not going to be Suarez rekindling form of the previous years. No, it's not going to be Griezmann coming to form. It's not going to be anybody else. It's going to be only one man and one man only. And if he's able to do it at 33 years of age to carry these bunch of bums to a Champions League final and deliver, I mean, bro, like, I mean, again, in this format as well, which is pretty much a cup, like a kind of international cup tournament format, like, I mean, that answers all the questions if you have any doubts in his career. So, yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it, but at the same time, you're not gonna
Easy,
say it, so
relax,
bro. I mean, is that?
relax,
Hey,
chill.
let me land, bro. I mean, you're not gonna say it, so I'm gonna say it. I mean, is that not horseman status there, bro? Like, I mean, come on.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll cross the bridge when we get there. Just specify that Neymar hasn't been knocked out of the Champions League for PSG. My goat. Yeah, the goat with no World Cup. Thanks. With no World Cup and no Copa America. Thanks for that.
Hey, that was Uniga's fault. That wasn't Neymar's fault. Come on, he was cooking in that World Cup until that happened. That injury.
Look, my friend. Because I say, look, I mean, it is. See, the reason why I like how this Champions League is this is high stakes. It's fully high stakes, and you see, already we're now seeing why I call this hashtag Ogreal, because see, this knockout thing, it brings an extra spice. See, if this was in the old format and Atalanta had scored that goal, it doesn't mean anything. Like, I wouldn't have even reacted the way that I did. I'm like, okay, because you still have 170 minutes left to go. But in this format, by them scoring, is like, oh, whoa. And then as the minutes were clicking away, in the old format, it's like, okay, cool, we lost 1-1-0. We have 90 more minutes to try and turn this around. No, bro, you have 3 minutes to turn this around. So the urgency of the situation and the scenario is what is so beautiful about this. I mean, but let me even tell you about it. Do you still go with the notion that Bayern Munich are still the clear favorites? I don't think there are any. City are my pick, but there are no favorites in this Champions League at the moment. There's no team that I look at as favorites. Where do you stand with Bayern Munich being called the favorites? Because I don't really agree about that. And if they get bounced out by that Barcelona side, I don't want to hear any talk about Lewandowski from Hazem or anyone else.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand why general public have Bayern Munich as the favourites. I mean, they've been the most impressive side in terms of like most eye-catching wins, like the thrashing of Tottenham, thrashing of Chelsea, how they dominated the league. So I can see why a lot of people have them as favourites. But again, I don't think many people have them as a clear, like undisputed favourites. Again, I think most people understand the climate that we're in now. That a lot of the top teams in Europe are in a bit of a transition right now. Barcelona are in a bit of a transition right now. Obviously, Madrid since selling Ronaldo have been a bit of a transition. I'll probably say the teams that are like closest to their prime or their peak would probably be the likes of a Man City and maybe a Liverpool, to be honest. And obviously, they've already been knocked out, so I can see why Bayern Munich are some people's favourites. Again, it is a new era now without the likes of Ribery and Robben. But what they've done a little bit better than Madrid and Barcelona is that they've kind of replaced them with newer players who've been able to come in and have a pretty decent effect on the team, with Gnabry coming in and having a very good season. Obviously, Alphonso Davies has been a breath of fresh air at left back this season as well. So it's promising for them, and I can see why a lot of people have them as favourites. So yeah, again, it's all up to them now to go and prove it. Now, again, this is a big game for them now, and they've got to go and prove it. Again, in the last few seasons that they've been in there, with Liverpool, they were beaten pretty comprehensively at home in the second leg, where again Lewandowski didn't do much. And obviously, in the previous years before that, it was pretty much always against Real Madrid, where again it was competitive to a point, but again, they always kind of found something missing in the final stages of the games where Madrid ended up beating them. So let's see what they can do now, man. It's going to be interesting to see. Again, Friday's going to tell us a lot about everything, man. I mean, we're going to find out. I mean, if is Messi still the GOAT? Is he still the best player in the world right now? I mean, we're going to find out, man. We're going to find out.
Just best it. And just wait, what is this guy's Manchester carrying England in Europe, London bombs. Europa League. Relax. You're in the Europa League. Relax, bro. Relax.
Yeah, bro, I'm probably gonna have to leave right now, but I'm down to do one more super chat.
Okay.
They got any questions?
Oh, so, wait. Sorry, what's that?
Oh, so now I'm probably gonna have to leave like in about 2 minutes. So I'm down to do like, maybe like one more question. If they got any good super chats coming in.
Okay, so oh no, so basically, okay, so guys, send questions. Let me give you one last question, but you guys, I'm gonna do like a Q&A for the last half hour. So
Cool.
let me send. Okay, ask you this question right now. So, what? Because I already know who you think is going to win the Champions League. What's the final game? So, who will PSG face in the final, and why?
So I do see Bayern Munich getting past Barcelona, and Lewandowski scoring in the game and silencing a lot of the doubters.
Doubtful.
Nah, I mean, come on, if Bayern Munich go through, Lewandowski's going to be involved. There's no way he wouldn't be involved. So that's what I see happening there. I do think Man City will beat Leon. They'll make harder work of it than they probably should, but I think they will beat Leon. And Man City versus Bayern Munich, that's a bloody game, man. That is a great game. Wow.
So, who
And
wins that?
I have I have Bayern Munich, and again, my main reason for that is because I just don't have the greatest of faith in this Man City backline. Now they have brought in Fernandinho, which I think is a bit of an upgrade on the Garcia kid that was playing earlier. Obviously, again, as I said at the start of the season, Otamendi and Stones, these guys are not Champions League ready. These are not guys who are gonna be able to start and give you a Champions League. And Pep's found that out now towards the end of the season. And obviously, we've seen they've already bought Nathan Ake. They're now linked with Koulibaly for 70 million. So they're trying to address that area for next season. And whether Fernandinho and Laporte is strong enough, I just don't know. I'm just not too sure about it. Because again, at left back, they're also now playing Cancelo there. He's not a natural left back because, again, Pep's realised that Mendy's not been good enough ever since his ACL injury. And ultimately, I think Bayern Munich will just be able to outscore them in that game. I think that is going to be probably the most high scoring game of these knockout round matches. But I think ultimately City's defense will let them down, which is why I have Bayern Munich going into the final to face PSG, which will be again another amazing game of football.
All right, they have it, man.
Mm.
Bayern. I mean, I'm not sure what. Okay, no, I feel the final. Man City will face Atletico Madrid in the final. That's my final. Man City, Atletico. But let's see whether if they beat Leipzig, I think they beat PSG, and I say City will go. So I think City Atletico final.
You know what, bro? If Atletico do get through, I think we might have to meet up for the Atletico PSG game. If that happens, we might have to do something for that, you know.
Yeah, no. We'll have to do something. We'll have to do something for sure.
I'll hit you up during the week here, bro. All right, take it easy.
All right, man. Peace, man. Take care, man. Peace.
Nice.
All right, guys. Let's answer some questions, man. Let's answer. So, guys, send in questions, man. Last half of for questions. Last half of questions, man. So from Coach who says, if PSG gets knocked out of the semis, does Tuchel still keep his job? You see, this is the thing, though. This is the thing. An argument can be said, yes, because out of all of the managers since this whole takeover, he's gotten furthest. So say, look, I got to the semis. I got to the semis. You know, and especially if they get knocked out by Atletico, who are 2 times finalists, I think somehow, some way, the guy, and also, how did he break his leg? He may keep his job. And I still stick with the fact that I don't believe that Tuchel has the wherewithal or the skill to be able to win it for these guys. No, they need a Mourinho. If PSG bottle and Cristiano joins, then delivers the UCL. You see, that's complex. Because if Cristiano delivers the Champions League for PSG, it is PSG. And it feels as if you're team hopping. But at the same time, to be fair, it's a dub, man. That is a huge dub. That is a huge dub. And that is a huge dub that I can't deny. It's a huge dub that I can't deny. I wanted to deny that dub, but I can't. You see, I would like Cristiano, even if I know that he has been messed up by Juventus. I would personally like him to remain at Homeboys. That's what I want. I mean, I would want him to remain at Juventus and try to win with them. But my thing about this is that he has a strong argument to say F you. And the argument for him to say F is that, look, if you're hiring a rookie to be the manager, you're obviously not serious. Because it is means that I didn't come here just to win Serie A titles. I came here to win the flipping UCL. So you cannot give me that nonsense, man. All right, what else are you guys saying? All right. Remember, guys, sending questions, man. Why do you overrate Verratti when he plays in Ube Eats and has not won a single major trophy? My argument for Verratti is purely based on ability. That's it. It's based on ability, not like. So I get it. People say, "Oh, he's trash. He's this, that." It is based on ability, and I just think that's based on ability. There are few people like your boy. Simple as that. There are few people like your boy Verratti in the world. And whenever I because I played central midfield. Central midfield was my main position. I didn't play every position. Central midfield was the position that I played the most. So whenever I watch football matches, the position that I watch the most is central midfield because that's the position that I played. The way that he plays it, in terms of his control, his balance, his passing, his vision, his 360 movement, I'm always amazed when I see him play. Same thing with whenever I saw Pirlo play. So it is based purely on flipping ability, man. All right. Did I miss a super chat? Gatlock, who says, if Gatlock, this guy, if Hands on Flick wins the treble in the first half of the season. Oh, no. See, oh, yeah, that's true. League and Cup, bro. If no, it's not happening. See, now it's confirmed. There is no way in hell Hansi Flick is winning a treble in his first season, not even the full year. If he does that, if Hansi Flick, his first season in management, wins the treble, guys, that is stupid. Even Zidane didn't even do that. That would be stupid. That would be stupid. You know, that would be stupid. All right, what else, guys? So guys, remember sending questions, guys. Sending questions, man. Sending questions. All right. So obviously, I think this is the band. I'm confident against Barca, against City. Not so much. Anything could happen in that game. That's interesting. See, I think that makes sense because Man City are a better team than Barcelona. Barcelona really it's really messy. They don't have a great manager. Like, who's a better manager, Setien or Pep? Pep. Which is a better team, man for man, as a whole team? City or Barcelona? It's City. Who have played better this season, City or Barcelona? Man City. So, City are not a one-man team because you have to deal with De Bruyne, you have to deal with Jesus, you have to deal with Sterling, you have to deal with so many players. Barcelona, if you can stop Messi, that's it. Liverpool, they stopped Messi, that was it. So if Napoli could have found a way to stop Messi, cool. They could have been able to do something. But I still say, Bayern fans, be wary. Be wary. Because I just have a very sneaky, funny feeling about this Barcelona team. Guys, I told you, man, Friday's gonna be crazy. Friday is gonna be crazy. Friday is gonna be one heck of a game. Gonna be one heck of a flipping game on Friday, man. Sorry. All right, let's see what else. What else are you guys saying? What else are you guys saying, man? If PSG somehow face Barca in the final, who are you backing? Barcelona. Because, again, Tuchel. Because I just think that PK and Longley are forming a partnership. And I just think the experience of particularly Longley, PK, Rakitic, I think that's what we're going to win. Because on paper, PSG should win. But I think Barcelona's professionalism, their experience, and also for Messi, that's is what's going to be. That's what I'm going to give them. That's man. If Mbappe wins the CL with PSG, is he a horseman? Look, this is the rule. You can only be up for horseman status after you retire. You can't be a horseman while you're still actively playing because your horseman status it only gets reviewed after retirement. If he wins a Champions League with PSG, we're gonna have a conversation, but he's not. He's not. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. No way. From Daniel Jones Ortega, Football Hot member, and Patreon member as well, man. Shout out to your boy Danny Jones Ortega, man. Patreon and member. Bless you. HH, is Neymar now in Mbappe's shadow? No. No. Let's not go there. This has shown that they both need each other. And I think people need to stop the narrative of pitting one against the other. Of like, oh, this. Nope. Neymar is needed. Mbappe is needed. Neymar provides something that Neymar doesn't provide. Mbappe provides a certain sharpness and attacking thrust and directness that is needed in the attack. Neymar provides the creativity and the facilitation and the brains and the imagination that is needed in the team. So you need both things. But the key thing about it is that if you just have one clear threat, which is the issue with Barcelona, if you just have one clear threat, it feels a lot easier to deal with as opposed to you having two threats. And that is the issue. When you now have to deal with both Neymar and Mbappe, that's first of all, it gives you a great chance to win and it gives the opposition more to worry about. So nobody is in any other shadow. I think because the narrative was, okay, it's Neymar, he's won the Champions League, he's older, he's more experienced, he's in his prime, Mbappe is still the young one. But I think what we've seen is, Neymar is the better football player. For me, I still know the Us is a better player than Mbappe. But in terms of importance, which is different. Importance is different from ability. Neymar is, at his best, Neymar is the best player in the world. At his best. But for importance on the football pitch, same thing with Thomas Muller. Thomas Muller is not the greatest football player. He's not. Thomas Muller is extremely effective. So he's extremely important. And you don't have to be a technically amazing player to be effective and important on a football pitch. From Hassan Mohammed, Neymar turns. Thank you, super chat, Hassan Mohammed. Neymar turns up more than Messi when he's fit. Look, when Messi is fit, he does turn up a lot. But you see, the difference between Messi and Neymar is it's a personality thing. You know, Neymar thrives on the pressure. Messi doesn't so much, and I think Messi doesn't like pressure. You know, like Messi is at his best when he's in his comfort zone, and the spotlight isn't on him. Away, oh my gosh, you have to deliver. Messi doesn't really do well in that. Neymar is like the higher the stakes, the more pressure it is, the more he loves it. And I think it's a personality thing. See, arrogant people, they love the spotlight. So they love pressure and they love where they're and they love to be center stage. If you're not arrogant and you're much of an introvert, you hate the spotlight and you hate the pressure. So that's just the difference there, man. Let's just see. All right, what else are you guys saying, man? HH, Leipzig beats the finalists of the UCL. You see, I want to try and be nice. I want to try and be nice. What the flipping hell does that have to do with anything? I want to try and be nice. I want to try and be nice. But what the hell does that have to do with anything? You know, really, what does that have to do with anything? I'm coming. I'm no virus sports. What does that have to do with anything? So what if Tottenham made the final of the Champions League? First of all, it's a different manager. That's the first thing, and they fluked it. Chelsea won the Champions League in 2012. Next season, they didn't even get out of the group stage. So, like, guys, don't use that whole thing of like, oh my gosh, they beat the finalists. Come on, that means nothing. That means completely and absolutely nothing. From Newski, who says, HH, look at Neymar's position for that equalizer and realize that there was no replay for the offside check. VAR is a tool to validate daylight robbery. So you're saying that, see, that is what I was looking for. Because I thought he was offside. Now, Marquinhos wasn't offside, but I thought Neymar was offside, which is why when I saw, I was like, nah, it's probably going to be offside. But the fact that I was like, oh, it still came through, I was like, ah. But again, so I need to go on Twitter and view that again. So yeah, Bayern beat the finalists 7-2. Yeah, no, don't come on, guys, don't give me that nonsense, man. Come on, man, don't give me that nonsense. Let me just see what are they saying. If Messi wins the UCL for Barca despite leading a weakest team, would you consider him the greatest to play the game? As I said to Forward, we'll have a conversation. That's all I'm saying. We'll have a conversation. That's what I'm saying. I'm not promising anything. All I'll say is that we will have a certain conversation. We're gonna have a certain conversation. I don't want to know. I don't want to reveal what that conversation is, but it's just going to be a conversation, man. It is just going to be a conversation. That's all I'm saying. But if he wins it, we are talking about a very sorry, I'm coming. A very serious dub. We're talking about a very, very serious dub indeed, man. What the heck is happening here? All right, sorry. Talking about a very, very serious thing indeed, man. No, we'll have to have a conversation. We'll have to have a conversation, man. But you see, calling him this is the issue. Even if he does that, I say we'll have a conversation, but we can't ignore international. We can't just ignore internationals. How do we internationals? So yes, it will be great. It's amazing, but is football just club? Do you just focus on what someone does in a club and just ignore everything about internationals? You can't have your cake and eat it. I'm sorry. Everything matters. Everything matters. Do you enjoy the knockout style and should they keep it? I'll answer the question. We've only had one game so far. But that one game that we've seen, that was fun. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Old style, that's just half time. So yeah, 2-1 half time. But the urgency and everything on that, it's fun because this is the first time we've had this. So this is fun. Should I keep it? No. No. As fun as this may be, no. There is a beauty of the two-legged affair. And I think that and the whole thing of away goals, I think that there is a beauty in that. There is a beauty in that. So no, they shouldn't keep it. You know. And I just hope that they don't get excited by this. Like, oh, should we keep this? No, no, no. This is good for now, but now. Not like that whole away goal thing and two-legged thing. Nah, keep that. Keep that. I don't want them to keep this thing for me. All right, let's just see. So HH, who is better, Mbappe or Neymar? I say Neymar because he's the better dribbler and football player. Mbappe is more of a goal scorer. No, that's what I said. The better player is Neymar, 100%. Like anybody with a brain will know Neymar is the better player. But Mbappe is very effective. Remember, Mbappe is still very young. He's still very young. But yeah, and the better football player is Neymar because there is more to his game. There is a lot more to his game that he can do. So, which is what makes him so importante. It makes him so importante. I blame Ilici's ex-wife. You see, I'll be real with you. Ilici's ex-wife. Wait, where is Atalanta based? Like, what city in Italy is Atalanta based? Whatever city that is, Ilici's ex-wife must stay away from that city. She's banned. Because if you're an Atalanta fan, if there's one person you despise right now, it is Ilici's ex-wife. 100%. So she should not come anywhere near that city. Bergamo. So first of all, I don't know what her name is, but I'm going to call her a cheat. The cheating adulterer. So Miss Cheating Adulterer, this is my humble advice to you. This was a huge, massive game for Atalanta, and they got knocked out in the most painful, heartbreaking way possible. My advice is stay very, very clear away from Bergamo. Stay very clear away from Bergamo, because if you're an Atalanta fan, you must be thinking to yourself that, imagine if we had Ilicic, arguably one of our best players. Imagine if we had Ilicic, we could have beaten these guys. So, yeah, my dear lady, stay away from Bergamo, please. Just Beston, who says, if Neymar wins PSG the first CL, what will you say? First of all, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but it would be a huge, huge achievement. But just Beston, if he wins it, he's not the GOAT. He's not the greatest Brazilian ever. He wins it. If he wins it, it's a massive, massive achievement, and then we'll have to have a serious conversation about where and how we view her, man. So, yeah, man, that's the thing, man. Oh, geez, man. All right, what's the guy saying, man? Guys, come on, guys. We're not having an adultery conversation, man. Which goalkeeper and centre-back should Chelsea need for next season? I mean, Daniel disagreed, but I think that Sommer dude from Mönchengladbach, I think is a really good, solid keeper. I think he's a really good keeper. He's Sergio Rico. I think he's the backup for PSG. He was about to come on. I think he's also good as well. And as for a centre back, if they could get it'll be hard if they could try and get either Skriniar or De Vrij, like a really good, solid, quality defender, but either like a Skriniar or a De Vrij, one of those two. I think that would be good. Because I was thinking of Upamecano, but I don't think Upamecano is kind of a leader, the defender, and I don't think he's as experienced or as solid as Skriniar or De Vrij. I think Skriniar and De Vrij are two really good defenders, but can you really get in them? Or that Copenhagen keeper. But maybe that Copenhagen keeper just had one amazing game and that was it. But still, was still a lot better than what the other guys did, man. If Thomas Muller wins the UCL and plays a big part in it, where will you rank him when he retires? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, but it would be a big deal because he has won the treble. I believe, yeah, I think didn't he win the treble? World Cup winner as well. Um, it would be a big achievement. It would be a big achievement, but there are certain degrees as to where I would actually rank him. Because again, like, do I then call him a goat? Come on, man. Um, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to just assume that you are trolling, and I'm going to pray that you are trolling. If you're not, and Gianluigi, Jeremiah, Buffon was to be bought by Chelsea, I will lodge in a full proposal to absolve Chelsea Football Club. Because if that was to happen, that would generally be one of the most disgraceful things ever to happen in the history of football. Fact of the matter. Um, shocking. Um, Buffon to Chelsea, sick man. Buffon to Chelsea. No, look. If they do that, that would just be sick. Well, guys, look, man, we're this close to a 24-hour stream. This close to a flipping 24-hour stream, man. Is it? That's the sick thing. He didn't just say that. Oh my, Buffon to Chelsea. This guy, without it is straight, they said, HH, thoughts, which means that he wants me to analyze. HH, thoughts on Buffon to Chelsea? Question mark. Guys are sick in this world. I don't know. Maybe this whole self-isolation thing or something. Maybe this self-isolation has just made guys go a bit crazy. The exercise says that HH will cause a 24 hours stream since PSG are there. What? What the heck? I have no idea what the hell you just said. HH will cause a 24 hours stream since PSG are there. Yes, I have absolutely no idea. No, I have no idea what you just said. HH, give Neymar his thanks. You are sleeping tonight. Oh, no. True. If not for Neymar, Mbappe, Marquinhos, and Choupo-Moting, we would only be like an hour, and I would still have about 23 or 22 hours of streaming to do. So we were close. We're close because a 24-hour stream would have been pretty difficult. It would have been pretty difficult indeed, man. All right, let's just see. Let's just see. All right, guys. So last 10 minutes, man. Last 10 minutes. Send in some good questions, guys. You have me for last 10 minutes while I relax and do my thing. Last 10 minutes. These minutes. Last 10 minutes, guys. Last 10 minutes. Send me some quality questions. Quality questions. Okay. what will cause a 24-hour stream since PSG are through? Nothing. Because that would have been so shocking that was a 24-hour stream like this. See, if City lose to Lyon, that's just an emergency hangout. Like that's an emergency hangout. The 24-hour stream was gone. That was the PSG loss. A PSG loss to Atalanta, losing again, that's a 24-hour stream. So all that's left right now is an emergency hangout, and the emergency hangouts is if City lose to Lyon, which is not going to happen. Like City will beat Lyon. City will beat Lyon for sure. I don't think it's Man City's year. Why not? They don't have any distractions. One-off game. Everyone is fit. Sergio Aguero useless, so they don't have to rely on that flop. I believe in Jesus. I really believe in Jesus, and I think that Jesus will going to come into his own. De Bruyne is having one of his best years. I think Sterling had a difficult season, but I think Sterling is now really coming into. It just seems everyone is laser focused, and I still say one-off game, less opportunity for Pep to overthink and overcoach on other managers. Like, bro, Pep, it's just not 180 minutes, it's just one game. 90 minutes, do what you have to do. So that's my thing, man. That's my thing, baby. Guys, you know what it is? I think it's guys, I think it's the heat. I think it's the heat. I'm sorry. He said, I think it's yeah, same. Yeah. Same. Sorry, same. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I agree for those reasons where everyone just seems focused. Everyone just seems focused, man. Everyone just seems focused on the job at hand, man. Everyone just seems focused on the job at hand, man. Still taking Zad over Neymar. Look, that's not an inappropriate question to ask now. But remember, no, see, there are two people. See, what we've seen right now is Hazard. Eden Hazard is a waste of space. Zad is top 3. There is Zad and there's Eden Hazard. Hazard is nonsense. Zad is top 3. The issue is that we've not seen Zad. But when Zad comes, Zad is top 3. But we've not seen we haven't seen Zad since he played for Chelsea. Which transfers should Juve make? They need a really good wide player. I think they need a strong central midfielder. Their midfield isn't strong. Rabiot, we've seen, is a beta male. Pjanic has passed it. Bentancur is like a midfield enforcer. Basically, they need like a Toni Kroos, Modric, Thiago Alcantara type of player in midfield. They need basically, Pogba is a player that they should try and get for sure. He might be going to Liverpool. Thiago Alcantara is another player that should get, maybe even a Jorginho. So they just need, because what they're lacking is a coherency. There's a lack of a personality to the team. But they need another big time player. And a guy who can take matters into their whole, basically another top big time goal scorer. That's what they need. So whether you want to try and look at Harry Kane, You want to look at Aubameyang. So if you have another goal scorer to help with Cristiano, another attacking force, that's key because so much of the weight and expectation is on Mr. Cristiano. I think this year's CL final could break film records because everyone is hyping it and people have nothing to do. No. I mean, look, like we're all at home, we're all viewing stuff, like streaming records have been broken. Like I mean, to see the amounts of people who've been streaming is going to be crazy. But will it? Because think about it though. If let's say we were like normal, we'd still most people would. Why would more people be watching it? You see, I suppose the argument could be it's going to be so heavily advertised that guys are like, look, I've got nothing to do. I'm already working from home anyway. While I'm working from home, let me just put this whole Champions League thing on. So yeah, you may have a point. It could be really, really big, Yeah, I'm gonna drop it later tonight. I'm probably gonna do it after this after this stream. I'll record it and then I'll upload it because I've just been so busy. I've been so busy. So I'm really sort of backtracking on a lot of the stuff that I need to be doing, man. But guys, also hit the like button. Before I rather hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. And so Danny, next movie night, it's going to be tough, but because we can't do it on Wednesday because Wednesday is the CL semi. But keep hold of the members community thing because I'm gonna do a few watches because for the members it can be any day before. Normally it's on Wednesday night and Wednesday night, man. It's gonna be tough, but I may try and it's tough because the schedules are so tight, man. Okay, that's a bit of a private question that I will not ask. Thoughts on Higuain and Giroud swap deal? No. Stupid. Wasn't Higuain already at Chelsea before? And didn't he flop when he was at Chelsea? So why would you want to go back to that? No. That's garbage. Total garbage. Total garbage. No. Total garbage. Like, and I think people need to put some respect on Giroud's name. Higuain is finished. Higuain can give you one truly quality game. Afterwards, nonsense. Complete and utter nonsense. Well done for PSG winning tonight. Well done. It was good. This team is not winning the Champions League. To find it that difficult to just about beat Atalanta in injury time, I don't know. Actually, I don't see them now. If they face Atletico beats Leipzig and they face Atletico, they're not beating Atletico. Atletico, like that's a professional team. That's a professional team, and they're just not beating them. They're just not beating them. No way. They're not beating them. No way, Jose, man. The thing though is you just have to, like, guys, it was close. Because if these guys had lost, like, that is why what they did, that's why it was such a crazy thing because I was like, look, 87 minutes, like, by the time it was gotten to 85 minutes, 84, I was like, yeah, guys, it's done. It's done because I didn't know where the goal was going to come from, and it just seemed to be going that way. Like chances were just going all over the shop, shots were flying everywhere. So I was like, okay, it's not happening. But that's just the beauty about football. When you least expect it, boom, magic can happen. magic can happen, man. But look, but I still have to say that well done to PSG. Congrats. A win is a win. It was dramatic. They got it done. And I'm all about get it done. Because if Neymar had done all that, played so good, all that crazy stuff, and they had gotten out, we would have to say, Neymar, you missed that 1v1 chance. That 1v1 chance contributed to you guys being knocked out. So, but you have to give credit to so it's basically you have to give credit. You have to give credit to Atalanta because they made for what was a great game. Like this was a really, really good watch. And this was the football match that we thought we would get where, guys, for 90 minutes, it was pretty much end to end. And the beauty about for Atlanta, they kept on attacking. Even when they defended and they counter-attacked, they threw guys forward. So this is not like at Atletico who can't really attack. They kept throwing guys forward. From match result, HH Magic got the 8th seed and have home court advantage. Again, I told you, like, my hope is for one day, it may never happen, for one day, being able to see Orlando Magic win an NBA championship. You know, they're my team, man. Ever since Penny Hardaway, man, they're my team. I doubt it, but I've got to ride with my Orlando Magic, man. I've got to ride with my Orlando Magic all the way. Do you hear about Mateo's comments on Messi via Lewandowski? Why? What was said? What was said there? And isn't it stupid that there's no Ballon d'Or? Isn't that just stupid? How do you not have the Ballon d'Or? The Ballon d'Or is a trash piece of crap award. A total trash piece of crap award, man. Total trash, man. But guys, all I'm saying, man, yeah, I am old. Huge, man. Friday, guys, Friday is gonna be one heck of a game. Like, because and just the beauty about this is that this is it. It's just a one. So it makes it even much more sense. Because if it was okay, Bayern the Barca over 2 legs, okay, all right, let's now have to build up to this whole thing. Nah, it is what it is. Knockouts. One game, winner takes all. Let's ride Lisbon, man. So, guys, that's it from me, man. Thank you for joining in. Remember to like the vid and so forth. Heartbreak for Atalanta. They played well. They did Syria proud. Ilici's wife is a loser and a break. I will be inducting Ilici's wife. And Atalanta fans should feel proud. Immense pride with what their team did. As for PSG, what this showed us is this isn't Neymar's team. This isn't Mbappe's team. Mbappe isn't the main man. Neymar isn't the main man. If they can have both Neymar and Mbappe on the pitch, if they can have both of them on the pitch, PSG have a chance. So I'm saying they have, by the way, they have a chance. If they can both be on the pitch at the same time, they have a chance. They have a chance. They have a chance. Guys, peace out. Stay true. Stay well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Leipzig Atletico post-match stream. Football, 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 football. Hashtag Og Reality. Become a Patreon member. Gain access to my blog. Get access to exclusive videos and also get access to the podcast of the Saturday and the Sunday hangouts. Head over to patreon.com/halfwop to gain all these goodies while also supporting your boy HH.